Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's a beautiful night.
Be nice if there was snow.
Yeah, snow on Christmas Eve.
Like in the movies.
Have you seen the lights down at the seaport?
No.
Oh, you should take a stroll down there. It's very Christmassy. They have Santa and his reindeer, and when the lights flicker, it looks like they're moving across the sky. And scenes from the Nutcracker and lots of polar bears. It's pretty cool.
Maybe next week.
Oh, next week's too late. Once Christmas is over,
It's over.
This your first time?
First time what?
Jumping.
What do you mean?
You're gonna jump, aren't you?
No. That's just ridiculous. I'm just enjoying the view.
Oh, sure you are. It's Christmas Eve. You're on a bridge. You have a look of morose desperation on your face. It's nothing to be ashamed of. You want to kill yourself. I mean, who doesn't? It's not the end of the world. Well, for you it is, but the rest of us get on just fine.
Who are you?
I'm Kenneth.
No, I mean, who are you? Are you an angel?
No, I'm not an angel. Thanks anyway.
Are you a cop or something? I mean, what are you doing here?
No, same as you.
Same as me.
I've reached the end of my rope. Tired of being a pawn in this arbitrary universe, so I'm going to hurl myself from this bridge and perish in the dark, roiling waters below. Well, at least that's the plan. Come here every year, Christmas Eve, midnight. It's a holiday tradition.
Why?
Because my life sucks, which is another tradition.
No, I mean, why haven't you gone through with it? Why are you still alive?
Maybe I'm not.
Oh.
Just kidding. This is an odd time to be afraid of ghosts just when you're about to join the ranks yourself.
That's not funny.
Oh, I thought it was kind of ironic.
Well, maybe you can joke about these things, but I've never contemplated suicide before, so I take the situation very seriously.
It is serious. Life and death and all that. And that's a good question, though. Why am I still alive? I come here every year with the best of intentions, and for some reason it just doesn't work out. I guess it's the bells.
What bells?
The church bells. They start ringing at midnight, and I hear them, and they seem to reach deep down inside me, and I invariably realize that life is worth living. And I turn around and go home and get on with another miserable year.
So you're very religious?
Oh no, in fact, I'm much more of a disinterested atheist. There's just something about those bells. One time, I was already over the bridge, just hanging by a finger, just about to slip away. Bells called me back, gave me hope. Which turned out to be utter bullshit, of course, but at the time it seemed very seductive. I guess I'm a sucker for last-minute conversions. Who knows, maybe tonight I won't listen.
I wish I could be so blasé about it, but I'm Catholic, and if I commit suicide, it's considered a mortal sin, and I'll go straight to hell. No joke.
Do you actually believe in hell?
No, but I mean, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Oh, well, then why even think about killing yourself? You're taking a big risk.
Sometimes hell seems a step up.
Oh, you are a bit of a drama queen, aren't you?
Hey, I'm about to kill myself. I think that's pretty fucking dramatic.
All right. But you don't have to overdo it. A little jauntiness in the face of death makes for a welcome contrast.
Oh, well, forgive me for being a little self-indulgent. These are my last few moments on Earth.
I take it you had a bad year.
I lost everything. Everything that mattered to me. Everything that defined me.
Love affair gone wrong?
No, just a marriage. My husband, he's an orthodontist, Dr. Stephen Kavanaugh. He's got a practice downtown in the medical plaza. Well, I found out that he was cheating on me with this cheesy psychotherapist, Marjorie Finkelstein. She had an office right across from his. So he would shoot some poor guy full of Novocaine, and then he would dash across the hall for a quickie, and then come back in time to scale his gums. It was going on for years, and I had no idea.
So how'd you find out?
She sent him an email, and I accidentally opened it. It was a nice, bright, color photo of her vagina. And underneath it, it said, "Wish you were here." I put 2 and 2 together.
Well, these digital cameras nowadays are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, then I confronted him, and we had this really huge fight. And I told him, look, it is either her or me. And he picked her.
You got to be careful about those ultimatums.
I don't care. I mean, who really wants to be married to an orthodontist anyway? But he stuck me with a bad mortgage, all kinds of debt, an empty bank account because he had invested our life savings in that bitch's self-help video business. So I tried to get a job, and I mean, in this economy, it's really tough. And now I've lost my house. I lost my friends, and I feel like I lost my mind. And it's not even snowing on Christmas Eve.
No, it almost never snows on Christmas Eve.
I don't care. I just want one thing, just one thing to go right for me. This used to be my favorite holiday, Christmas, and no, it just comes off as this empty, inflated mockery. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the one who's empty. Maybe I'm just hollowed out. I might not even sink because there's just nothing left inside to drag me down.
Shit. That's nothing.
Nothing?
I had a couple of setbacks. So you'll meet some rich guy or you'll take a class or something. You'll be back on your feet in no time.
Well, thanks for being so dismissive of my pain.
I don't deny your momentary distress. But I come from a much richer tradition of chronic, unrelenting despair. Get that from my parents. My father was a hard-working alcoholic. He could drink his paycheck away in one afternoon. I remember for Christmas, there was never any toys, just some hastily scribbled IOUs from Santa. My mother, now she was religious. Often I would hear her praying, "Please God, kill that son of a bitch before I do." Well, she got her wish, and he drove his car through the liquor store window. But unfortunately, she was in the passenger seat at the time. So I went to live with my aunt and uncle, a whimsical couple who apparently read the complete Dickens and had taken his colorful depictions of orphan abuse to heart. Well, there was no sustained beatings, of course, but a lot of psychological terrorism. I was never quite sure whether we were celebrating Christmas Eve or Walpurgisnacht. I believe deep down inside they were both frustrated serial killers.
Is any of this true, or are you just trying to be ironic?
Yeah, about half and half. But it is a fact that my luck takes a downward turn around late December. I remember one year I joined the glee club at college and wound up bursting a blood vessel in my throat during the Hallelujah chorus. One year, I got drunk at the office party, put some moves on my boss's mistress, and got my ass canned. One year, it was Stephanie.
Stephanie?
Stephanie. She was the only good thing that ever happened to me. I met her at one of those 5-minute dating things, you bounce from table to table. She was smart, funny, so lovely. She was a lot like me, nothing but bad luck, never catch a break. Yeah, but together we clicked. We had a great year together. So I bought a ring, and I was going to give it to her down at the seaport, hoping to reverse my holiday luck. Theoretically, we would live happily ever after.
She said no?
Well, she never got a chance. That very morning, she was out doing some last-minute shopping, and she got hit on the head with a piece of space junk.
What?
Space junk. From a satellite or something. Might have been Russian. Killed her instantly.
Okay, you're joking again, right?
No.
She got hit on the head by a satellite? I mean, what are the odds of that? Astronomical? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that really just seems...
Ludicrous. Exactly. I'm perfectly in keeping with the absurd trajectory of my life. Why shouldn't a worthless piece of interplanetary hardware drop out of the heavens to destroy my happiness? I never even got a chance to say goodbye to her. That very night, I walked out here on this bridge, and I dropped the ring into the water. And as I watched it sink, I realized I should follow it in. Because why go on? For what? And then I heard those damn bells. And I guess in my delusional mindset, I thought it was Stephanie from the beyond calling out to me. Live. Go on. So I've gone on and gone on. And every Christmas Eve finds me right back here.
So there's a diamond ring down there, huh?
2 carats. I had money in those days. That was before the dot-com bubble burst, and the housing bubble, and the stock market bubble.
You were involved in all of those?
Oh, I have a nose for imminent catastrophe.
Wow, maybe you should commit suicide. I wouldn't even wait till midnight if I were you.
Oh, I gotta give God a fair shot. Or St. Anthony, or whoever's pulling the strings out there.
St. Anthony?
Oh, that's the church across the river, St. Anthony's with the bells.
St. Anthony's isn't there anymore.
What?
It's closed. The diocese couldn't afford to keep it going. They're turning it into a bank.
So no bells?
I'm afraid not.
Shit. I guess I'm jumping.
I guess we both are.
Which makes sense. We have nothing to live for, either of us, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, after you.
Why me? You're the expert.
Ladies first. That's how I was brought up.
You were brought up by serial killers. I mean, well, you know, we could go together.
Together?
Well, unless, you know, you want to be alone.
No. No, it just seems rather intimate. I don't even know your name.
Miranda.
Miranda. I'm Kenneth.
I know, you told me.
Miranda. That's a beautiful name. That's Shakespearean. A brave new world that has such people in it.
Uh-huh.
Well, now that we've both been properly introduced.
Oh, this is so slippery.
Take my hand. Take my hand.
It's been a long time since I've held hands with anyone.
It's been a long time since I've kissed anyone. Can I kiss you goodbye, Miranda?
Yeah, sure. On the cheek.
Thank you. Should we count to 3 and then go?
Okay. So, we're gonna jump on 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3, go.
So, on go, we go.
Right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the bells! Oh my God!
There's no church.
It's a miracle!
No, the sound must be coming from someplace else. Must be bouncing off the clouds or something. Well, there is no sense arguing with an arbitrary universe.
I'm still jumping.
But the bells.
I don't care about the bells. That's your thing. They're probably Protestant anyway.
Miranda.
Look, I said I was jumping, and nothing has changed my mind.
Nothing?
Oh, is it? Oh my God! It's snowing! Oh.
Well, that's just ridiculous.
Are you sure you're not an angel?
I don't think so.
Wow. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
See you next year!
Unless you want to go down to the seaport and check out the lights. It's pretty cool.